Hello everyone and welcome back to Xbox Nation, where we cover all the latest Xbox and Game Pass news. This week we're diving into the exciting games that are releasing between the 17th of March up until the 21st, and let me tell you, there's a lot to get hyped about. We've got some massive AAA releases, plus a few highly anticipated indie gems and Game Pass surprises. My name is Fletcher, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for your daily dose of Xbox content. Now, with that all out the way, let's jump right into the games coming out this week. Alright, first up we've got 33 Immortals, an absolute beast of a co-op action roguelike that's doing something truly unique. Developed by Thunder Lotus Games, this one throws you into a massive 33-player co-op battle, where you and your fellow warriors take on relentless waves of enemies and towering bosses together. You can imagine it like an MMO raid, but without the grind, just straight up action and chaos. This is Thunder Lotus' first ever multiplayer game, and they are really taking their time to get this one right. It was originally revealed back in 2023 at the Xbox Game Showcase, but the full launch has been pushed to 2025 to ensure it was polished to perfection. But the good news, it's launching day one onto Xbox Game Pass on the 18th of March into game preview. With its dark, cartoonish visuals, high energy battles and unpredictable enemy encounters, this one is shaping up to be an absolute co-op masterpiece. If you love Hades or Risk of Rain, but want something way bigger in scale, then this is 100% one to watch this week.
Immortals.
Baseball fans, it's time to step up to the plate with MLB The Show 25, as it's almost here. Now, let's get straight into the big news about this one. This year's entry is skipping last generation consoles entirely. That's right, there's no Xbox One version this time around, meaning it's fully embracing next-gen power on the Xbox Series X and S consoles. Visually, you can expect the game to push boundaries with refined animations, better ball physics, and smarter AI, making every play feel more authentic than ever before. Franchise mode, Road to the Show, and competitive multiplayer all return here, and they've added deeper customization for teams and player careers. Now, here's one thing that actually gets pretty interesting though. For the first time in years, it's not launching day one onto Xbox Game Pass. That's a pretty big deal, considering a lot of us Xbox players have gotten used to it being free to play on launch day. While it could still arrive on Game Pass a bit later in the year, this shift is definitely going to change things up for Xbox baseball fans. That said, if you're a hardcore MLB The Show player, this is still shaping up to be a must-play, especially with the focus on next-gen improvements.
Now he turns and heads for second.
Next up, we've got Arcadegeddon, which is making a very big move. It's officially going free to play on the 18th of March. Originally developed by Ilphonic, this co-op third-person shooter mixes PvE and PvP elements in a way that's very fast, chaotic, and packed with style. You and up to 3 other friends can explore multiple biomes, take on different minigames, discover hidden chests, and battle all kinds of crazy enemy types and bosses. The neon-soaked art style is eye-popping here, and the game's fantastic soundtrack keeps the energy high from the start to the finish. One of the coolest features though in this game is the gang challenges. Essentially, as you play, you'll be taking on extra challenges from different arcade gangs, which will reward you with street cred and help you climb the global leaderboards. Whether you're all about that fast-paced solo runs or teaming up for some multiplayer mayhem, Arcadegeddon is about to become a must-try experience now that it's free for everyone to play on the Xbox consoles.
Never miss a second of all the gaming action that takes place in and around Super City.
Okay, let's talk about some pure unfiltered chaos. KinnikuNeko Super Muscle Cat is exactly what it sounds like. A cat with bodybuilded biceps fighting off an alien invasion in a 2D platformer. And honestly, I'm just so for this one. You play as KinnikuNeko, the ultimate feline warrior, alongside his friends Lemon and Keita, as they try to save humanity from evil extraterrestrials. But don't let this goofy premise fool you. This game is packed with tight platforming mechanics, mini-games, and a visually striking style that really pays tribute to classic 90s anime. You can expect fast-paced action, quirky humor, and also boss fights against General Pitaya and her minions. Plus, the soundtrack here absolutely slaps, giving you that extra boost of pure muscle energy as you punch aliens into the next dimension. This one has been out on Steam for a while now and has overwhelmingly positive reviews, so if you love wacky, over-the-top platformers with tons of personality, then this is one you need to check out. We've been asking for it for years at this point, and now it's finally happening. Assassin's Creed is taking us to feudal Japan on the 20th of March. Let me tell you though, Assassin's Creed Shadows is looking like an absolute dream for longtime fans of the series like myself. This time we're getting two protagonists though, a stealthy shinobi and a brutal samurai, each offering completely different approaches to different missions. Want to sneak through rooftops, strike from the shadows and vanish into night? You've got it. Prefer to go full on Kurosawa, slicing through enemies and precise swordplay? Then that's another option too. The game introduces brand new vertical stealth mechanics, a reactive world, and also a dynamic weather and day and night cycle, all of which impacts how you approach different objectives. The story is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in the series so far, focusing on power struggles and player-driven choices that will shape your path. After a few delays, Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally dropping on the 20th of March for both the Xbox Series X and S consoles. And if you're a fan of open world RPGs, samurai combat, or just classic Assassin's Creed stealth, then this one's gonna be a must play.
Dream of the weak.
Together, we will bring justice back to the people.
It's time to bundle up and hit the slopes, as Sledders is bringing a realistic physics-based snowmobile action to Xbox, and it looks like an absolute blast. This game isn't just about racing though, it's about mastering the art of backcountry freeriding. You'll be carving your way through deep powder, conquer mountains, and launch off massive jumps in a sprawling open world packed with tons of steep hills, dense forests, and even water crossings. The developers have put serious effort here into making how the snow feels as real as possible, meaning you'll need to sharpen your own skills if you don't want to get stuck waist deep in fresh powder. Throttle control, counter steering, weight shifting, it all matters here. And if you're also very competitive, the game's multiplayer racing and trick competitions will keep you coming back for so much more. For fans of extreme sports and realistic vehicle physics, Sledders is shaping up to be one of the most immersive winter sport experiences here on Xbox. Now, JRPG fans, this is a very big one. For the first time ever, the beloved Atelier series is finally coming to Xbox with Atelier Yumia, The Alchemist of Memories, and The Envisioned Land. If you're brand new to the series, here's the deal. Atelier is essentially a game that blends deep crafting mechanics, fast-paced RPG combat, and whimsical storytelling into a very unique experience that's equal parts strategy and adventure. This time around though, we will follow Yumia, a young alchemist exploring a mysterious and vibrant world while uncovering different lost memories. Combat here is very dynamic and tactical, letting you swap between characters in real time, dodging different attacks, and also unleashing some pretty cool combo-based abilities. It's colourful, it's very energetic, and surprisingly strategic, really rewarding you, especially if you think on your feet. Of course, the alchemy system from the previous games is finally back, giving you tons of ways to craft powerful items and potions to aid you on your journey. Whether you're here for the story, the fast-paced battles, or just the joy of crafting, Atelier Yumia is shaping up to be a fantastic introduction to this long-running franchise. Anime fans, it's time to unsheath your Zanpakuto because Bleach Rebirth of Souls is bringing Tite Kubo's legendary franchise back to the gaming world. This arena fighter lets you step into the shoes of iconic Soul Reapers, unleashing their signature abilities in high-speed, sword-slashing combat. Unlike past Bleach games, Rebirth of Souls is focusing on fluid movement, responsive controls, and cinematic style clashes, making battles feel just like the anime. The 1v1 locked-on combat system is similar to what we've seen in Tekken or Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, with aerial combat powered by Rishi energy, giving fights that classic Bleach intensity. With inspiration drawn straight from the 1000-year Blood War arc, the visuals here are absolutely stunning, and the combat depth promises something for both casual fans and competitive players. If you've ever wanted to go Bankai in fully fledged high-action anime brawler, your time has come on the 21st of March.
This is a fight to the death! And you won? I am the strongest! Let's keep this going.
In this next one, you have to think in your mind, what if Heroes of Might and Magic had a real-time strategy twist? Well, enter Heroes Hour, a game that combines turn-based exploration and city building with a very fast-paced auto-battle combat system. It's very deep, challenging, and best of all, really easy for you to pick up. Essentially in this game, you will start off by choosing a faction, recruiting different legendary heroes, and building up a kingdom. But once battle begins, things shift into real-time mayhem, where hundreds of units clash on the battlefield at one time. You can sit back and watch the chaos unfold, or cast game-changing spells to turn the tide. Whether you're playing solo, co-op, or going head-to-head in multiplayer campaigns, Heroes Hour delivers that classic strategy feel while keeping battles very quick and dynamic. Again, this one has also been on Steam for a little while now and has overwhelmingly positive reviews from anyone who plays it. If you're interested in this one, it's the perfect mix of old school tactics with a modern twist, and it's finally dropping onto the Xbox consoles on the 21st of March. It's time to finally put on your theme park manager hat, because RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition is finally arriving on the Xbox consoles. One of the most beloved amusement park simulators ever made is making its console debut, complete with every expansion pack and optimized controls for smoother gameplay. This isn't just about building roller coasters though, it's about creating the ultimate park empire. From managing finances to keeping guests happy, every decision here that you make impacts your park's success. If you want to build the most insane gravity-defying coaster imaginable, then you can go for it. Or if you prefer focusing on a more family-friendly paradise, that also works too. The deep sandbox mode here also lets you experiment just however you want, while career mode also gives you unique challenges for you to tackle. Even after all of these years, RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 remains one of the most respected management sims of all time. Finally now, Xbox players can jump in on that fun when it launches on the 20th of March. Now, not all gaming news is good news this week, and unfortunately the new game Spectre Divide, a Valorant-style shooter with a unique dual body mechanic, is shutting down just a couple of weeks after its launch. Developer Mountaintop Studios announced that despite an initial surge of players with over 400,000 downloads and a peak of 10,000 concurrent players on console, the game simply didn't bring in enough players or revenue to keep the studio afloat. Because of this, Spectre Divide will be taken offline within the next 30 days. On the plus side though, the developers are doing right by their players, as all in-game purchases from the first season will be fully refunded. But the game's shutdown also means the studio itself is closing doors at the end of this week. It's always tough to see promising games shut down so quickly, but it goes to show how challenging the live service space can actually be. If you're a fan of Spectre Divide, be sure to log in and get in your final matches before the servers officially go offline in the next few weeks. So, what game are you looking forward to this week? And do you have any thoughts about the Spectre Divide shutdown? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed, and hit that subscribe button for more Xbox content every single day. It's free to do so and helps the channel massively. Whilst here, why don't you check out my most recent video on screen now, as I covered the 15 brand new Xbox games announced over the last week. There are some incredible game announcements to get excited about for this year.